Peace, this King Born. It's Friday, May the 29th, 2020. Yesterday was a lot of energy being released. People is frustrated and tired of the injustice. At this point, you can't really say how people ought to express themselves when they frustrated like this. The best thing I seen yesterday, though, out of that destruction was that police precinct being burnt down. If anything was to be burnt down, it was to be that police precinct. These different stores and things, it's putting a lot of good people out of work. It's making it harder for people in the community to get what they want at the same time too. So think about that in the future. If you got some energy, try to think it out and guide it to the proper place. As a nation of so-called black people, we can't be afraid to arm ourselves and protect ourselves. I seen a post floating around yesterday with a gentleman with his son on the ground and with his knee in his son's neck, saying he teaches his son how to breathe because he wanted him to come home. And when they showed the gentleman's face, he looked sincere and really concerned. But that's not the way. I never teach my son to lay down and die. We teach our seeds how to fight, how to protect themselves, how to protect their sisters, their mothers, their communities. Can't lay down and die, man. You got to stand up. You definitely got to stand up. And with all this being said, man, I don't have all the answers, but direct that energy. And it is not illegal to resist unlawful arrest. It's not illegal to resist unlawful arrest. I'm riding around right now through the city of Norfolk, Virginia. And over the years, I done pissed a couple of police off. And it is what it is, man. We can't be scared to stand up for ourselves. Go get training if you ain't got it. Go get you a weapon if you ain't got it. And find at least one other person you can vibe with. Everybody needs somebody to vibe with. One of my aces called me yesterday, and we vibed out for a little bit. We go back about 30 years, more than 30 years. And there's very little people that I can sit and talk to locally that get where I'm coming from and that can actually check me when I'm off. Not to say I'm this and that, but people call me for advice. So it's like, who does the counselor go to when he needs counseling? Everybody needs somebody to be able to talk to. So you find at least one other person you could vibe with and get your mind right in this. You got to have your mind right, because what we dealing with is just not a physical warfare. This revolution, this complete constructive change. And that's what revolution is. Revolution is complete constructive change, and we got it on so many different fronts and so many different levels. But the basic level is you got to be able to take care of your physical. It was an old wise saying that I don't know where it come from. It ain't my saying. But it's, what good is a spiritual leader if he can't protect his physical? So for we get to teaching economics, agricultural and science and the rest of the things people say we need to get to as a people to overcome, which is true, we have to be able to protect our physical. When you're in the army, you go through basic training, combat. And when that's done, it's other fields of work you go into. You're a doctor, you're this and you're that. Everybody has a different job, but the basic thing they can do together is protect themselves. We got to be able to protect ourselves. You can't be scared to fight. If I'm in a situation, I don't want to see no cell phones out. I don't. If you ain't going to help me keep going, don't catch me on tape doing something. Because I'm going to fight. Don't be scared to stand up and fight. That's it for today, man. Y'all meditate on that. Find somebody you could build with. Unite and come together, because there's many aspects as a people that we got to get together. It's more than physical. This situation is more than physical.